interested to see what that was.
You mean the one where he was grabbing the booty?
Yeah, where he's grabbing that booty. I just don't. It's just something seemed weird about it. The whole thing. I wasn't too, not to say comfortable. It was just weird for me to see another man's wife locking up with another. Basically kissing another man. Just weird. Just weird to me. Being a married man, if I saw that, if Rose was kissing another man, the guy would be dead. Why was Rusev just sitting there watching it
I don't
in
know.
shock?
Maybe he's into it. Some people are freaky deaky like that.
Some people are into the cuck. Yeah, we can.
Into the what?
Nothing.
I never heard that word before.
Okay, well look it up.
I'm not.
Use the Google.
I'm not.
You should.
Nope.
Yes.
Might be like. Never mind.
Yeah. Besides that, we didn't really have anything else. Are we back? No, we're not.
What are you talking about?
Talking to myself. But yeah, Raw was uneventful. He had some the whole Maria Kanellis Rusev being the father being that storyline going out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Sasha cut a promo right after that. Becky attacking Sasha at some point during the show.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really an eventful season premiere for me, besides the whole Hogan thing.
I think it was amazing.
Okay.
So you liked the Hulk Hogan thing?
It was interesting, but I didn't really find it like the big part of it.
I don't think that definitely was not the highlight of the. I mean, I put Cesaro and Ricochet. That was a good match. I mean, there was no rhyme or reason behind that match. There's no like real story
it was just
behind
two
that
guys
match.
fighting, two fighting.
But the mini story behind that match was because
Lesnar attacked
Dominic. In the match. The note I put on that was I didn't get Cesaro's gear change, but it doesn't change his performance.
No, it doesn't.
Cesaro's style and Ricochet's style match perfectly. That should be a Hell in a Cell pre-show match or opening match at Hell in a Cell.
I agree.
Yep, that's what I put there for that. And right now they only got three matches.
Only three. Yeah, there's only three matches right now for Hell in a Cell
because we have SmackDown tomorrow night.
Yeah. So
Steve checks in. He said they ruined Lana when they got rid of her Russian accent. She has no means of a character now.
Yeah. I can agree with you on that.
The Russian accent added depth, and I 100% agree with Steve. The issue that they were having was that when she went on Total Divas, and she didn't have that accent, like they're not going to keep the kayfabe on the show.
Yeah.
At that point, some people watching, well, how does she have an accent here and she has an accent over there? For some people, they can't, think they can't. To some people, it's still real. Damn it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That's the best way to put it.
Best way to put it.
John Waller, what's up? What's up, John?
Hey, John.
John Walter said he's looking forward to meeting you guys on October 26th. Northern Tier Wrestling presents Liberty Rising. John, I'll actually be there. Brian has another engagement.
I have another engagement. I'm gonna send my love with Tristan to it, and the next event that you guys do have, I will make myself, and I, which means me, my wife, and my son, will make the trip out there for you guys.
I will be participating in a seminar with Barry Horowitz. That's something I'm looking forward to do. And, as a carpenter does, he always brings his tools with him. So, hopefully I can get booked on that show that night. But
Roman Reigns is headlining a halftime show tonight. Wait, what, Steve? There's a halftime show?
It's probably for football.
It is Thursday night.
Yeah.
That's right.
We also had Lacey Evans versus Natalya. How'd you feel? How'd you feel about that match? I know what you want to say.
It was like a nice ending to a mid-card rivalry. Mid-card story. That's it. There was no like...
you think that story's done?
I think it's done.
Heck no.
I think so.
There's still so many more miles to get from it.
We'll see.
I put that the match wasn't bad at all. Natalya was the leader of the match. I felt the match was paced well, and they worked Lacey's strengths. I wasn't a fan of the eye rake roll-up finish.
No, I wasn't either. That was just like a meh match to me.
Because I didn't feel that there was enough to get the pinfall. So how would you have ended that match, Brian, if you didn't like the finish?
Honestly, Lacey, ultimate heel thing. Lacey puts her in a sharpshooter. She taps.
Well,
that's. I can't think of anything else that would be a suitable way to end that rivalry. Or she basically gives her the women's right and it's over.
If they still want to go with the eye rake, how do you think they could have possibly did the eye rake? I'm educating you. I'm taking you to wrestling school right now.
Okay, educate me.
I'm asking. How do you think? I always ask the people at the school, how do you think? Think about it. So the win at the end of the match was a eye rake and a roll.
And roll up 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Yes.
So I would have done the eye rake and then went for the women's right. Ended it like that.
Well, what I would have done is maybe eye rake, roll up. Let me use some pronouns.
Okay.
Lacey Evans would have did the eye rake. She would have rolled up Natalia. Natalia would have kicked out on 2. Natalia still blinded from the eye rake, takes the woman rights, and then the 3 count.
Yeah.
That's how I think that match should have been. They could have got a lot more mileage out of it.
Yep.
What were the reasons at the end of that match like that? I think it was they could have been short on time. The ref could have said
it could have been short on time. Yeah.
Ref could have said, "Hey, take it home." But I don't think that an eye rake is enough to end the match.
No, that's like mid match. You eye rake someone just trying to get an advantage. It's not to get
not
over.
Not even thinking about it in wrestling. Brian, if I poked you in the eyes right now, can you still punch? Can you still kick?
No.
Yes, you can. There's nothing wrong with your hands. There's nothing wrong with your feet.
Yeah, but I'm punching in the wind.
Doesn't matter. But you can still fight, right?
Yeah, I can still fight.
If I'm trying to pin you on the ground after I poked you in the eyes, you think you could still move and try to wiggle your way out?
Yeah,
you still could.
I could.
But
no, I agree.
I don't think that was enough to. I don't think that was enough for Natalia to lose to. So again, definitely, the story's not over.
Yeah, definitely not over.
The story's not over. They still got a little more mileage to get out of that, because you're not just going to end the match with an eye rake and
you'll get one more match. I think it's just one more match they'll do, and that's it.
Could be.
Yeah. What else did we have on Raw besides that?
So you had Bray attacking Brock attacking Ray,
which I don't understand. Well, I can understand why he did it, but why would he go after Dominic? What's the point of that? Because he wasn't booked for anything?
Well, maybe the reason why he went after him is because
he was sitting in the front row.
Well, no,
he looked at him funny.
He could have won anybody in the front row. He was sitting there in the front row, and Dominic has been the one that's been
pushing Ray
to stay. Pushing Ray to go up.
Yep.
That's his reason to quote unquote to live.
Yeah.
And he, just attacked that. Like, how would you feel if your son, if Brian Jr. was promoting you to do something and you said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it, even though I might not want to do it. And then somebody attacks Brian.
I would want to just try and beat the shit out of the guy. Sorry. It's just a normal father reaction. Anyone else in chat who's a dad, you see your son get attacked by a monster, you go right after him. Hands down.
I liked the way Raw started.
Yeah.
To me, it felt like total chaos.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was a good way to keep my attention. If there was something else going on, I was not switching the channel. I was glued to it. We got 12 to 15 minutes of chaos. You see Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman could not control Brock Lesnar.
No, he could not.
Who's in control of Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar.
I think Brock Lesnar's in full control of Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Lesnar does what he wants to do.
Yes, he does.
It's like being friends with the devil.
Friends with the devil.
Okay, that's great. It's like being friends with the devil. He does what he wants, but he makes you think that you're in control.
Yeah.
You want to know my big disconnect with that whole entire story?
Why is Ray feuding with Brock? Why is Brock attacking Rey Mysterio?
No, my disconnect with the whole story. That disconnected me.
What was it?
The disconnect was that during one time in Raw, we were told that Brock is being questioned by the authorities.
Which he wasn't.
Or which he was.
Oh, wait. Did we see it?
Well, they told us that was happening, so let's assume that they tell him the truth.
Okay, suspend disbelief. Okay.
What would they be questioning him about?
Motive?
There's no motive. You already seen him do it. If you're going to charge somebody with a crime, you've already seen him do the crime.
Why?
So there's nothing to question him about.
No, there isn't. Yeah, that's right.
That was just my big disconnect. You seen him grab the kid. You seen him beat the dog crap out of the kid.
Yep.
What are we talking about? Let's just arrest this guy and take him to jail.
Yep.
And send him through the process.
Yep.
And solicit the videotape from WWE.
Yep.
So that's what I put. I said, there's no secret. What is he questioning about? There's no secret. Brock attacked Dominic.
Yeah.
So what's the question? I did put Brock attacking Dominic is a great way out for Kofi to keep the belt on Friday.
I agree, because Ray will get involved somehow and cost the match.
That's correct. That's correct.
Yep.
That is a great way out.
That is a great way for Kofi to keep the title and Kofi not dying.
That's correct.
If you want to call and talk, 609-910-0687. Give us a shout. Let us know what you think of Raw and what's coming up, which, by the way, your favorite segment's going to start in about, 5 minutes.
What's that?
Your favorite segment.
Who's going to win?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me inform the
We
missus.
also got Heavy Machinery versus Dolph and Robert Roode.
Yep.
What did you think about that match, bro?
I actually was putting Brian to bed at that time, so
Oh.
I missed that match.
That match is worth a watch.
Okay, I'll go back and watch it.
Otis switched up his gear.
Oh,
He's
he did?
no longer wearing the singlet.
Okay.
He's now wearing trunks only.
Really?
Belly and titties out. Oh, belly and breast out.
And the boob is his?
Yes, all of them out, which is good. Here's what I put.
Okay, I'm listening.
Otis is the star of the group.
He's a big man that can fly.
I like him in the trunks. Otis has a long career in front of him. Dolph and Roode over, but Heavy Machinery looked like they belonged, and it was a good tag team match.
Yes. Okay.
I don't think Otis is the star of the group because he can fly around. I think it because compared to what's the other guy's name? Tucker? Compared to Tucker,
Yeah.
I feel that Otis has more personality.
Yeah, he does.
By him coming out with his shirt off and showing that he's comfortable and he's doing the jiggling and all his stuff is jiggling, it's almost like Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
He's comfortable in his own skin.
Okay.
And because of that, I think something like that builds character and it builds personality. I like Otis. Otis is captivating to me.
I like Otis too. I've always liked him since he came up, since he was in NXT as well, and then even when he was on the Independents, I liked him a lot.
Where did he wrestle on the Indies?
ROH,
Oh, okay.
I think. I just remember watching matches of his and Tucker's on YouTube a lot. Like I always watch my Orange Cassidy matches.
Oh, Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy.
He wasn't on AEW last night.
Yeah, he was.
He was?
Later on, he wasn't on the TV. No.
Okay. Then the end of the night with Rusev versus Seth Rollins. It was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio, but because of what we just talked about,
Yep.
That didn't happen.
Yep.
That match, did you watch that?
Yes, I did. What'd you think?
I think that the story wasn't Seth and Rusev.
No, it wasn't. It was Seth and the Fiend.
The story was Seth and the Fiend
Yep.
and Rusev and Lana. That's what the story was.
Yep. And Corbin breaking his chair on a commercial break.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So basically, Corbin was supposed to have the throne while he was watching the match.
Right.
But during a commercial break, and there's video on the Twitter and on the YouTube of the chair just collapsing
Right.
underneath Corbin. So, and Randy losing his mind, laughing his ass off.
But story-wise, the only two things that match were trying to tell the story was Seth and Bray and Rusev and Lana. If you were Jerry the King Lawler and the Fiend came out, as he did.
Oh, we got a phone call. All right. Royal Ramble Radio, what's going on?
Hey, Brian, it's Anthony Perry. How's it going?
Oh, it's Anthony. Who called? What's going on, brother? How are you?
What's up, Anthony? Thanks for listening.
What's going on, Tristan? I'm trying to watch that feed on and off. Sorry, you guys are having technical difficulties.
It's all right. It's the part about it's the bad part of it's one of the downsides of using the internet to produce what we have, and the internet here not being able to. When they set up the studio here, our idea was not built into this room, so
No, it wasn't.
We retrofitted the studio into our idea.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
But so how did you feel about NXT? NXT AEW. Go ahead.
Go.
Give us
Shoot.
what you got.
I actually started with AEW. The opening, it was a bit stale for me. I don't like that Excalibur announcer. I expect those other two guys, JR and Shivani, but the match, I guess you got to start with Cody, but again, I think it was reiterated who he was facing was kind of blah. It seemed it was nowhere near dead, but it was a little sloppy, some of the wrestling. But I guess you might have that with wrestlers, especially not used to being on TV or haven't been on for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the disadvantages that some of the boys and girls had on AEW was that they don't have as much reps as the NXT superstars do. You know, these NXT superstars, their job is to go to wrestling school.
Yeah.
They go to the performance center and practice the craft. And they're sitting underneath the learning tree of Shawn Michaels, Road Dogg, Triple H, you know, Norman Smiley, you know, and the names go on and on and on.
Smiley?
Norman Smiley's a coach.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so the names go on and on and on. Sarah Del Rey. So, you know, they have so many different opportunities than it does with the AEW guys. What do you think? How do you feel about NXT last night? Did you watch NXT last night, Anthony?
Actually, I have not watched any of it. I heard what happened. I'm a big Finn Balor fan, as you guys
That's right. We forgot
kind
to
of know
mention
about my. Oh, there goes my WrestleMania prediction. But I like that he's back on there because I think Colin was saying in the chat, yeah, they gave him the Universal title, maybe was going to make him the face of the company, and then he got hurt. Never gave him a second chance again. Just floating around on that upper mid card, and so I like that he's back on there. Of course, Adam Cole is over. It's great to see that Ciampa's back.
That's true. He did
I'm
come back at the end.
very happy that Ciampa's back.
It's just I don't know. I feel like
Getting Goldie back.
because I'm so used to that wrestling and watching that wrestling, I'm excited for potential new matchups and stuff.
So do you?
But on the other hand,
So Anthony,
gotta-
do you consider yourself an AEW fan, a WWE fan, or an overall professional wrestling fan?
I'd say overall professional wrestling. I go to various indie events, small indie events. I've been to some Ring of Honor shows. I've watched New Japan before. I like to watch wrestling more of as like, to me it's like an art. So the moves and stuff, I know the story is there and it's important, but to me it's like an art because what they do is dangerous. I mean, it could be like an ice skater, one wrong move that can get hurt. Same thing with a wrestler, very dangerous. So it's an art. So I'm just more a fan of any wrestling. I'll watch any wrestling.
All right. Well, cool. Well, Anthony, thank you very much for your phone call, and we appreciate it, and thank you for watching, and share it. Let your friends know. They might not be able to watch us this week, but they can definitely hear us.
Yes, they can.
On Facebook Live. So thank you. We appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, Anthony. I'll see you soon.
All right. See you guys later.
Later.
All right.
Royal Ramble Radio. Who's this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, boy. All right. Hold on. All right. Hold on a second. You ready? I'm going to play your music. Hold on. Hey, Tristan. It's time now to figure out who's going to win with Brian Schmidt Jr. Yeah! Hi, Brian.
All right, come on.
Brian. Okay, so I guess he picked one already. Ladies and gentlemen, today, like every other day, every month, once a month, my son, Brian Schmidt Jr., picks the winners of the pay-per-view. Now, going forward... Hold, Brian, let me finish. Going forward... Am I going to put my son on the list?
Go ahead, Brian. You can't put your son on the list.
You know what, Brian?
You just made the list!
There you go. So Brian makes predictions for pay-per-view. So what we're going to do from going forward is we will probably... we're going to do it here live, and then we'll probably segment it since Smackdown is... What was that, Brian?
Do Seth Rollins and The Fiend.
Okay. Tristan, ask Brian the question.
Well, Brian, who do you think is going to win this Sunday at Hell in a Cell? Do you think that Seth Rollins and is going to win, or The Fiend is going to win? They're going to be in a Hell in a Cell match together for the Universal Championship. Who's going to win?
Who?
The Fiend.
Oh, you said The Fiend?
Oh, he said me, him.
Oh, you won. You're gonna win. I didn't sign off on that, Brian. You can't get into a Hell in a Cell. I'm sorry.
Yeah! I want the Fiend!
Okay, he wants the Fiend.
Well, you know, and if you want the Fiend, I think you should be able to have anything that you want.
Exactly.
Because if he turned into Baby Fiend, Brian, you'd have some big problems.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Imagine,
love the Fiend. He's my favorite guy.
imagine him standing over your face saying, let him in.
He already does that.
Mm-hmm.
He does that already.
Brian, we also got into Hell in a Cell. We got Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks for the WWE Women's Raw Championship. Who's going to win?
So,
Sasha or Becky Lynch?
Sasha or Becky, buddy?
Sasha, thanks.
Okay, Sasha.
Okay.
Good boy. Good boy.
That's a real boss-like answer.
Yes.
And the last one we're going to give you, Brian, so this one is going to be a tag team match. It's going to be Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. Who's going to win, pal?
Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go. There's your who's gonna win for the week.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go, Ramblers. It's Who's Going to Win by Brian Jr. Not Brian Sr., but
No.
Brian.
You have to put the senior there.
You are senior.
I am senior.
Senior citizen.
I am a senior citizen. All right.
Hey, you want to hear a song? Get some Muppet Babies.
All right. No. We're not doing that, buddy. All right. Bye. All right. We'll see you when you get home, bud.
See you when you get home.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, babe.
No,
Bye.
He said, let me in the beginning. That was nice.
I know, right? I'm raising him right, aren't I? This is gonna be weird for me because we don't have the whole card in front of us.
Well, I mean, it's not weird. I mean, we still have so many more matches that could be added on SmackDown.
Yeah, because SmackDown is the go-home show for Hell in a Cell, so
Yeah.
it's something I have to get used to.
It's all right. Change is different.
Change is different, and I think that's why I'm off today. I don't know why, because usually we have everything set in front of us, the matches and all that stuff. So it's a lot of adjusting for everyone too.
Mm-hmm.
So if I seem like I'm off, I apologize.
You should never point a gun at something you don't want to shoot. Don't point a gun at yourself, right?
I'm pointing at the ceiling.
Oh, what if the people live upstairs?
There's an office upstairs. No one's in it right now.
Oh, okay.
All right. So out of the three matches we have right now, we have Sasha and
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch in Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
Becky's never been in a Hell in a Cell.
Never.
She's been in a chamber, but she's never been in a Hell in a Cell.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha has the experience in the Hell.
Okay.
Who goes over? Your honest opinion. And I know you're going to be biased and say Sasha, but what do you honestly think?
I think it's time for somebody else to take the belt.
Okay. I agree.
I think that out of the two, I think that Becky's the bigger star.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to do the draft, what is it, next week? This coming...
So the SmackDown after Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, so next week, not this Friday, but Friday after.
Yeah, Friday after.
They're going to be doing the draft. So I think that they need that exposure.
Yes.
And they need to send Becky Lynch to SmackDown. So I think that Sasha should take the belt.
Okay.
I think Sasha should be good for it.
I think Sasha would be good for the belt, too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to agree with you. Say Sasha goes over on this one. Sasha takes the title, and her and Bayley will keep both titles and basically run the SmackDown and Raw.
One thing I was thinking, I was like, man, I really wish it was like 1999. Because if these two girls were in a Hell in a Cell, man, there'd be blood everywhere.
Maybe that might happen.
It won't happen.
I don't think it will happen, but...
We got pyro, but we won't get blood. You don't need blood to tell
you
a
don't.
story.
You don't need blood to tell a story. Like
Some old school people do, but you think you do, but I don't. I personally don't.
Speaking
think
of old school people, hate to go off traffic. Guess who's the new NWA Tag Team Champions?
Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah, 63 years old. God bless them.
And I haven't seen them work, but I've heard that they work just like it was back in the day.
Yep, from what I heard too, they work just like it was back in the day. Which more power to you. At 63 years old, Jesus Christ.
Hey, you know what? If you still feel good,
Yeah,
you still feel good.
yeah.
What can you do?
63 years old, jeez. The Roman Reigns tag match. Do you think this is going to be on the main card or is it going to be on the pre-show?
I don't know.
Because no, I don't feel like we're vested in this storyline at all. It's just like it's gone dead.
I was going to say this. I have zero emotional investment in that match.
I do too.
I feel that the way that it went down with Roman Reigns, knowing that this guy tried to kill him, and I felt like Roman Reigns is like okay with it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if you try to kill me, and multiple times, I think I might have to show up to your house. Like
Triple H has done to Randy Orton
Right.
a couple times. Yeah.
Here's my question, Brian.
Or Stone Cold went to Brian Pillman's house.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
If the authorities were questioning Brock Lesnar for attacking Dominic, right?
Why haven't they questioned Eric Rowan?
Hello.
Still real to me. I don't know who's doing the they have to get some timeline, something that gels. So if you're doing one thing on one show and you have to do it on the other show the same exact way. So if the police are being involved in one thing, they should be involved in the other thing. Mind you, these have happened in 2 separate times. But still, it should have freaking happened. The police should have been involved, but
I agree. You can't tell me to question. I mean, well, you know what? The police only question people on Raw. There you go. That's the answer to the question.
Works for me.
So if you're on SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen, you want to commit a crime, that's the best place because the cops will never ask you.
That's why the Usos are still working there. Anyway. Ooh, too soon?
That's for who?
Nothing. All right. Hell in a Cell. The Fiend versus Seth. Now, this is very weird book. It's not weird booking. It's just like the Fiend just came back. He's attacked. He's beaten Finn Balor. Now he's going for a title shot. Do you think they're pushing it too soon, or is it too early for him? Well, too soon for the Fiend to get a title shot. Because he goes into Hell in a Cell, he's going over. You can't have Seth go over. Period.
You could. You just have to find a way out. You have to find a way out.
Okay, what's the way out? Honestly, what do you think is the way out?
Give me Finn Balor.
Finn's on NXT.
Oh, correction.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me the Demon King.
Demon's on NXT. And they're not going to pull this. No.
Why not? They do it with Bray Wyatt and the Fiend, and it works.
But the Demon goes wherever Finn goes.
Okay, but what if Finn is not in control of the Demon? The Demon's in control of Finn.
So why is Finn not on Raw then?
Because he's not on Raw.
He's on NXT.
Right. Because he's on NXT.
Okay.
But you could use that as the way out for the match.
I don't know.
I don't think the Fiend should win.
Okay.
The Fiend doesn't need the belt.
No, he doesn't.
If it was somebody else, I could probably play around with the idea that somebody else needs the belt. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, Fiend is way over right now that he doesn't need the belt at all. Yeah.
He doesn't need the belt. Because if he takes the belt, wins the belt, then who takes it off of him? That means we need to see the Finn more. I mean, the Finn.
The Demon more so on Raw.
We need to see the Fiend more often. And I like how often we see the Fiend. If you ask me, we need to see the Fiend a lot less.
Yeah.
Like we see the Fiend once a week, but, the Fiend, like 2 weeks ago, he had 3 segments on Raw, 4 segments on Raw.
And he's slowly but surely taking over, too.
Yeah, I see that.
You see that, right?
I see that.
You saw that on Fox, too, right?
No.
So when they were watching, so it was Wednesday, I think it was, Fox and Friends. In between commercials, before they went back to Fox and Friends, you had just a flash image for like a second of the Fiend.
I saw that on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
When they were going to commercial.
Yeah.
Scared the dog shit
Yeah,
out
I
of
saw
me.
that. Yeah, and they did that on freaking Fox and Friends, too.
Like, I watched it, my heart dropped. I was like, what the?
Yeah, everyone was like, what the hell is that? And they're like, oh, it's a WWE thing.
Oh, okay, no problem then,
Yeah.
But it scared you, though.
It scared you. You were like, what the hell? I'm like, yeah, it scared the hell out of you. Yeah, no. Seth is going to win this, but the Fiend's going to find a way to stay strong on this finish.
How? How does Seth win? Got to give him a way out. I just want to hear you book it.
Honestly, stomp, and then somehow someone gets involved and makes it a DQ. It gets disqualified. Probably the Demon. This is so weird to me to book this at a finish because with Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, you can do so many different things. Like, where's Liv Morgan?
I don't know.
There's a theory that she's going to be Abby.
Liv Morgan is which one? The one with the tongue?
She was the one with the tongue, yes.
Okay.
From the Riot Squad. There's a huge thing that she's going to come back as part of the Wyatt.
But we did see Abby on Monday.
Yeah, she was she was in her chair.
Right.
Yeah.
That's creepy as frick.
I like that chair.
We should get you one.
You want to get me one?
No, I'm not getting you one. I'm not getting you no creepy ass shit. I don't do creepy shit. I don't. Anyway, I'm not looking at you.
Oh, can we just say something real quick, tune our own horns? How many people do we have right now that like us?
750 plus that like us.
Okay. And we got 751?
Yesterday.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
We appreciate you, Ramblers.
Appreciate you, but thanks. Thanks, because you know why? Justin's not going to Rocky now.
Because you didn't meet the goal.
It was a day late.
That's not my problem. That's your problem.
How is it my problem?
Because you're the one that's upset about it. I'm not.
I'm upset.
Okay, so see, that's your problem.
It would have been cool.
It would have been cool for you.
Well, for me.
Let me tell you, I psyched myself up. I was going to go.
Why don't you still go?
Because I never wanted to go, and I psyched myself up that I said, you know what? If the Ramblers if the Ramblers came through, I would have went.
So this is the Ramblers' fault.
No, it's nobody's fault.
No, you said no. If the Ramblers came through, which they didn't.
Okay, fine. Most of the Ramblers probably don't care about Rocky Horror Picture.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What, 10% of the people care about Rocky Horror Picture?
No, more than 10%.
How many people care about Rocky Horror Picture?
I had like, I'm going to say 8 or about 10 or, no, hold on. About 20 or so people message me.
That's less than 10%, Bri. If 750 people like the page, it's less than 10%.
Oh my God. Okay, fine. That's fine. Whatever.
So yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, SmackDown. Does Kofi get got on his match with Brock Lesnar? Obviously, our reasoning is Ray's going to get involved somehow. Kofi's going to retain. Do you think that's what the angle is going to be? Yes or no?
I think it would be a good way out. Maybe that's why they don't have a match for
Lesnar
for Hell in a Cell yet involving the WWE Championship.
Yep.
Maybe it could be a three-way. I don't know. But, I mean, regardless of what's going on, if my name is Rey Mysterio, myself and Brock Lesnar, we have some huge issues.
Yes.
And we need to rectify those issues. And I'm not just going to let you win a championship or wrestle for a championship. Okay? So, like, if my name is Rey Mysterio, Brock Lesnar, you better watch your back, bro, because I'm coming for you.
So, and then you have The Rock coming back, saying he's coming back to SmackDown, probably just for the episode.
Okay.
Suppose he said he's back, which I highly doubt that is. He's just gonna make a spot open and say hello, and then do a segment and then get out. Maybe.
Why not collect a quick payday?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. Just
Fiend attacks him.
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
Yep.
I would like that.
Really?
Yes.
The Fiend attacks Rock.
Yes.
Not Austin or Taker.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's not time for him to mix it up with Undertaker. That's something in the future.
You thinking for Mania?
Definitely. That'd be a nice main event match. I mean, not main event, but good main match.
Yeah.
One of the marquee matches for WrestleMania. The Fiend versus The Undertaker? Golly.
You mean in the 5th or 6th hour of WrestleMania?
Well, here's my thing about that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about that on the way down. People saying that WrestleMania was way too long. How long was WrestleMania? How long was WrestleMania?
6.5 hours.
How much wrestling did people get last night alone?
Last night?
You got 4 hours.
4 hours.
Okay, so if you put the Monday Night Raw with it, how many hours did we get?
That's 7 hours.
And
but that's spread out. A lot of the fans DVR'd or watched it on a different platform, so we weren't constantly watching. We had a break in between.
I'll tell you this: I am not going to watch AEW and NXT the way I watched it last night.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I don't have the attention span for that.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to watch NXT live.
Okay.
And then I'm going to watch the replay of AEW right after that.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing the opposite. I'll do an AEW, and then I'll watch the NXT on the DVR, because that's how I'm comfortable watching it. And
that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone else has got their own way to do it, but I think that's going to be the how I'm going to work it from now on.
I think as long as everybody watches, it's okay. So, like I said, it's a great time to be a wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just so much professional wrestling content out there for us to watch.
Yeah, we may need to hire someone, like I referenced last week. We may need to get someone to come help us out.
Do what?
Help us with watching all this pro wrestling.
Oh, okay. So they're going to watch it and tell us whether it's good or not?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not going to do that.
Hi, mate. 609-910-0687. Let's hear your. Let's try this, shall we? Give us a call. Let us know if you want to intern for us. 609-910-0687.
So if they intern, what's the perk?
What's the perk?
They get to watch wrestling?
They get to watch wrestling, number one. Number two, they get to come in the studio with us once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, anything that happens with us, go to shows or stuff like that. Chick-fil-A, You know, they'll get fed.
Mhm.
You get
Oh,
fed.
they'll get fed.
They'll get fed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Big dinner budget we got these days.
Yeah, like Chick-fil-A. Big dinner budget right there. But yeah, 609-910-0687. Please just give us a shout. Let us know if you want to intern for us. And I'll keep playing this, or I'll say it again next week as well. Yeah, me. But Tristan will also question you as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll question you so you could be an intern on the Roy Amber Radio.
Why you gotta kill the gimmick?
I'm not killing the
Yes,
gimmick.
you are
You're
killing the gimmick.
Brian.
How am I killing the gimmick?
Because you're like, oh, we need an intern to watch wrestling. So I'm not going to watch wrestling. I'm going to allow somebody else.
No, I'm gonna still watch wrestling, but there's so much for us to do. We have to do production. We still have to do, the other gimmicks.
Uh-huh.
So
what would the intern do?
he would look at
Or she.
He or she would basically be there to help us with certain things that we need,
Such as?
issues with the internet. Number one.
Okay.
Some production pieces.
Okay.
Getting you water when you need it.
I got my own water.
I'm just saying. But yeah, we that would be kind of cool if we had someone like that. Because LED's like gone now. I don't know where he went. Yeah, I'm bringing that back. I'm sorry.
All LED did was answer the phone.
I know. We need someone to answer the phone, damn it.
Brian, you're sitting like 6 inches from the phone.
Oh, God.
Like, Brian, watch. Roll your chair over to the phone.
No, I could just do this.
Oh, my God.
That's all I got to do is
Yes.
just put my hand on a mouse and click a button and answer the phone.
There you go.
I think that's way too much work for me, damn it. Oh, my God. This has been one hell of a oh, my God. Is this how it's going to be for the next, 3 months?
Why you say that?
Just all wrestling and Smackdown being out of the way. It's weird for me.
Well, we need another day. You got to figure it out.
We got to figure it out.
You need another day.
We do need another day. We have to figure this out. Maybe we do a live from Studio A.
Yeah, let's go figure it out.
So when you said about Marvel vs. Capcom, so I'll bring this on the air now, but because you know what, we're transparent with our fans with certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So we
I
want
ain't transparent with shit.
Yeah, I know
nothing.
But I am a lot of things, and what we should do, and I hate to copy a gimmick, but since you've played Marvel and I play Marvel, what we should do is we should do and I can live stream this as well from Studio A. We should live stream us playing or film it or something like that and put it up on the YouTube page. And maybe get some of our other loyal ramblers or friends who've been on the show to come on and play as well. I know it's like copying up, down, down, but it kind of.
It's not that it's copying. I don't know how it correlates into our fans.
Okay.
You know, it's not like everybody's number one that brings everybody together in Roy Rammer Radio's professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, I think Up, Down, Down works because the whole channel is about video games.
Yeah.
There's video games played by wrestlers, not wrestlers playing,
Yeah, okay. All right.
But if you want to play, I'd kick that ass, though.
Really?
I definitely would.
Really?
I sure would.
Yeah, good luck with that there, sir.
You need to get an Xbox. We can play Gears of War 5.
I can play on PC, motherfucker.
You can play with me on PC?
I could.
Oh, crap.
I don't have money.
Okay.
I'm Poe.
Okay.
I looked into it, trust me. I looked into it to doing a freaking stream while you and me are playing Gears, but I Poe.
Maybe we can get some Roy Ramble radio t-shirts, and our loyal ramblers can purchase some Roy Ramble radio t-shirts.
And maybe help me get me an Xbox One?
I don't think they want to help you get an Xbox One.
I don't know. What do you think, Ramblers? You want me to get me an Xbox One? Come on.
No, that's okay.
That's the only way we're going to get good service. Oh my God. This is such a crappy show today.
It's not a crappy show.
It is a crappy show.
It's not a crappy show.
I'm off my game today, and
this is Brian being transparent again.
This is me being transparent right now, and I am so off my game right now. It's not even funny.
Mm-hmm. Well, tomorrow night on SmackDown as well too. You're going to get Rowan versus. I'm sorry, you can't call him Rowan anymore.
Nope.
Eric Rowan versus Roman Reigns.
Ugh. Why?
I don't know.
Why are you? This is like for the season premiere of SmackDown. You want something bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Kofi and Brock is a big name.
Mm-hmm.
it's just, why are we repeating it again? We already saw this at a pay-per-view. We've seen it several times on SmackDown. Why do we need it again? Give me something else, please. I don't want to see repetitive nonsense from freaking Rowan and freaking Roman.
Well, maybe there's some kind of ultimate reason for why it's going to happen. That I cannot.
What, are they going to shave his beard?
Oh, I mean, it wouldn't. It's gimmick. You want somebody to shave your gimmick?
I was going to shave my gimmick.
Oh, well, I got to tell you what gimmick means.
I know what you mean. Gimmick-wise.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much what they got going on SmackDown tomorrow. So I mean,
There's no Miz TV.
not yet at least.
There's no Kevin Owens show.
Well, actually, no. They have the ladder match with Kevin.
Oh.
The ladder match with Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon. Again, it's not nothing that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be available to watch.
Yeah, you'll be filming, right?
What do you mean?
You going to be on ECPW?
No. I'll be I'm working at the bar this weekend, so I'm bouncing at the club in Connecticut. Come hang out, guys. Sound of the Whale, Connecticut. Yeah, I'll be bouncing this weekend.
Okay. And then you got a show Saturday.
Then I got a show Saturday, so my Saturday's gonna be pretty busy. But I think it's time for the new, not so new segment anymore.
Yeah, we're on week 4 of the yeah.
Yeah, there might be week 5 of Over and Not Over.
Okay, let's go for it. Over, not over.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week number 5 of Over Not Over, where Brian and myself, where we go over what's over in the professional wrestling industry this week, and what's not over in the professional wrestling industry this week. Brian, what's over for you?
The wrestling fans right now. Reasoning? Look at what we have. The whole week. We have 6 days starting next week of professional wrestling. It is the best time for pro wrestling fans to be watching TV, to ingest all the wonderful, wonderful products that's out there, plus any of the independent stuff like Capital Wrestling,
right,
Synergy Wrestling,
Beyond,
all that
ECPW,
stuff. Everything is out there for you to enjoy. We're at an apex of product for professional wrestling. So I'm very excited to be a wrestling fan right now, and that's why the wrestling fan is over. Not over. What's over for you? I had 2 not overs, and I'm running through my head right now.
What's over for me right now?
Yep.
Is MJF.
Okay. Well, he's obviously over, but
MJF is over because of the way that he carries himself to the ring. You know, he could chew gum and kick ass at the same exact time. He's over because, as I said earlier in the show, you know, he looks the part, and the way he moves around the ring.
Yeah.
You know, that's over for me.
Okay.
For him, he was the guy that could have been gobbled up by NXT.
Yeah,
by the WWE and put into the system.
Yep.
The system probably could have chewed him up and spit him out.
Yep.
He is over for me. He being MJF, he could definitely be a champion in AEW in the next year, if not sooner. If you have not co-signed to MJF, I consider you to co-sign and watch him a little bit more closely.
Watch his go watch his Fighter Fest stuff, because he basically just insulted everyone. And watch his Twitter, because he's freaking insulted people who play D&D, and then all of a sudden, guess who? What's his name? The guy who played Deathstroke in the DC films.
That guy.
Oh crap! He married Sofia I can't even say her name.
That guy. But yeah, he's over for me. Not over for me is complaining wrestling fans who complain and say that AEW was terrible last night, or saying that NXT was terrible last night. I think personally, it's my own personal opinion.
Yep.
They both were good in their own right. If you were a casual wrestling fan, I think AEW is really good for you. But I think that the matches were a lot better on NXT. NXT last night was not the first episode of the show. It was the 3rd episode of the show. So if you watch the past 2 weeks, they really didn't have to introduce the characters, because they did that in the previous 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Last night felt like a takeover. That's just if you ask me.
Yeah, it does. It did feel like an NXT takeover.
AEW, although they had to explain to us who some of the performers were, I did not think that they put on a show that was subpar in any way.
No.
I think it was a show that was equal. Our ratings proved that. And because of that, both shows are good and everybody's a winner. So, again, not over for me is our complaining fans who complained and say that AEW sucked or said that NXT sucked last night. I think that neither sucked.
Yeah, negativity is definitely not over for me for this week. I'm sorry. And the negativity going towards Nyla Rose as well. So, sorry, guys. Get used to it that you have a trans person in professional wrestling.
People complaining about that again?
Yeah, still complaining about it.
Oh, okay.
Tell them grow a set of balls and just move along. Move on. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's here and she's not going anywhere.
Okay. I
At all.
didn't
She's
hear anybody
signed.
complain about it.
I've seen it. I've seen it on the internet. People are complaining about it. Still complaining about it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's old school, but whatever. Anything else? Do we have anything else? I don't think we do.
We have nothing else. That's it.
I'm still waiting for an intern to call in. 609-910-0687. I'm watching the phones.
Brian, nobody wants to.
No one wants to? I bet you a cool penny that someone calls in the next 2 minutes or so.
Oh, we're going to wait 2 minutes for somebody to call in.
We're going to wait for 2 minutes.
For somebody to be an intern.
We're going to start the timer. I have a timer right here.
For them to come in and watch wrestling.
Or watch us.
And they're just going to watch us. That's creepy. If they want to watch, they might as well just pay me to watch me. They can see me Saturday night in Middletown, New York. If they want to watch me.
We're at